Hey everybody, how you doing? Third proverb here, modern deism. Your brother John. Hope everybody's doing well. Wanted to weigh in here on the whole 9/11, the mosque being built near the World Trade Center, and also a little analogy with the Bible, if hopefully you get time to get to it. But anyway. Watching some videos, and it seems many are vehemently against this mosque being built because it is near the World Trade Center. Now, recently, the building is to be built 2 blocks north of the World Trade Center site. It was sold for $5 million by Soho Properties. And people have attempted now to give it landmark status to prevent it from being knocked down and built as a mosque. Also, the mosque is being supported financially. The center, at least in part, is being built by someone who is known to support Islamic fundamentalists / terrorists. Okay, the extreme. Okay. Here's my opinion. And I know a lot of people I hear the statement a lot, well, once we can build a church in Saudi Arabia, then they should be allowed to build a mosque there. Well, two things. The other countries do not have freedom of religion. We do. We have freedom of religion. We have freedom to express that religion. Do I like the idea of this mosque being built? Not necessarily. But to tell you the truth, as a deist now, no religious building there is going to affect me either way. So the property is private property. It's privately owned. They have the freedom to sell it to whom they feel, want, within the confines of the law, and so be it. Couple questions: how many blocks away does the mosque have to be able to be built to not be blasphemous in some people's eyes? They say debris fell on this building, and they're trying to say this is some kind of, makes it a landmark. Well, debris fell on a lot of buildings. Okay? I worked in Brooklyn at the time, and was 15 miles away, and ashes were coming from the World Trade Center. Okay, so, then we're going to define debris, we're defining where ash, it gets out of hand. It was only $5 million. To tell you the truth, all the proponents who were fighting, to keep the footprint of World Trade Center, they wanted a memorial there. And many people were backing this idea. They could have easily bought that property 2 blocks away, right? And that would have been their memorial. But since they insisted to be at the World Trade Center, 2 blocks away is not good enough. So now someone else comes in, and you want to deny their same right. So that's where I stand. I don't like it, but this is a free country, and if they are working in the confines of the law, then fine. The other interesting thing is that we kind of make now the site, and this is not just theists, because I've heard atheists and pagans as well, who are very against this mosque being built, that, it's a slap in the face to the people who died. And so, in some sense, you're making this ground holy. You want to make it holy, which just means to be set apart, and that's what exactly we don't do. To memorialize, and I'm not saying we should not memorialize people and keep memories, But every religion has their blood on their hands. Oh, what are we to say? Don't touch those lands where people died in the name of whatever belief. We would run out of real estate real fast. So in a sense, even pagans and atheists are in a way making this place holy. Which now brings me to talking about the Bible, and I was thinking about this. And, okay, 9/11's coming up, 9 years, right? And in 9 years we have opinions have changed about 9/11. We have the, inside job, 9/11 truthers. We have the whole battle with the 9/11 commission that went on. Okay. But the thing is, we had all these eyewitnesses, thousands of eyewitnesses who saw what happened that day. We have the video. We have the photo footage. We have different angles. And yet, I think it's up to like 35% of American people believe that it was an inside job in some way or form. That this was not Taliban, Al Qaeda, and I would kind of side with that near there. And I don't want to get into that argument, but even now, take that third who believed that the government totally did it. This mosque being built, for those, if you in that class and you're against this mosque being built, it should really have no consequence, because they didn't do it. I'm probably be under, I won't say my opinion. I probably have said it somewhat in other videos. So I guess that's my thoughts. And I hope everybody's well. Love to get some feedback on this mosque and the Constitution, the rights, 9/11. This is where I was going. I'm so sorry. See, I forgot this very important point because I was going to get to the Bible, and I'm not editing this, so all the information we have, the eyewitnesses, all the information within 9 years. It's changed. Opinions have changed. A third don't believe totally what was told to them, or even of what they were seeing, or thought they were seeing. In 9 year span, and with all our technology, I want you to now relate that to the Bible. The accounts, how much of the accounts we have, the reliability, the span of years. Okay? All right? Earliest writings of Mark, the oldest gospel, around 65 AD, okay? 30-something years after the events have happened. Written by somebody who wasn't there. 9 years after 9/11, all the information that we do have, right? All these witnesses, the opinion has changed. How much more will it change in another 20, 30 years? Will we get the final truth? And probably not, because there's always going to be naysayers, no matter what. But anyway, the information changes. So I just wanted you to think about that. Later.